The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Jefferson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the 49ers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
How about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
On 2nd down, a run with Jefferson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Jefferson on the ground.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll run out of the gun with Jefferson.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
88 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A give, Jefferson to the right side.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll toss this right side to Jefferson.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback who wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. On 3rd down, Honeycutt. And this will be a Giants first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 36.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll run a draw now with Jefferson.
To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Trevino. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 3. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 42 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Reese on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He'll go underneath with it. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Giants on third down.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll go again here with Jefferson.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Jefferson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Preston. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
They'll try and run for this with Jefferson.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
He'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Jefferson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down now. Preston. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Jefferson.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. In this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Flush to his right, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
On the handoff, running left, Jefferson.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it's 21-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Jefferson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll run here with Jefferson.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Now a run with Jefferson.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Jefferson.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. so it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
On the give, this is Jefferson.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And his kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants now down by 2 touchdowns. At time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Grant.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And this is going to be 49er football.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And they'll run on first down with Jefferson.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
And they'll go right back to Jefferson.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.